Autumn is here, the sky is clear, the wind's not blowing, and we like that bit. The cycle group today is at a little town called Paengora, or something like that, and we're off for what's been called a Maketu Meander. The council here has put in an excellent trail, nice concrete, smooth, separated from the traffic, well, a little bit, that gets better further on, and it's a treat riding along here, good company, interesting stuff alongside as we go by, and decent crossings to help us get over the road. As you can see, it's really quite busy with some heavy stuff whizzing along, but once it's clear we're over the road and away on the next stretch of the path. Chris is our guide today, and from time to time he stops the group, sometimes just to check that everybody's there, all 27 of us, and sometimes because we're coming up to something interesting. And this road that we're on used to be the main road, but there's a newly built dual carriageway alongside, so this is now very quiet and we can cruise along here quite comfortably. Cheryl is one of 4 people out on e-bikes today, and she is enjoying the cruise here, as is Colin, enjoying the cruise along this bit of the path. This is not quite a tourist attraction, but Chris is pointing out the delights of the high-tech automatic cameras on the toll road. At the opposite end of the spectrum are these poles. The Maori name for them is something like Paengora, and they are something to do with marking out the land for the people it belongs to. And we're told they are definitely not totem poles. This bridge is taking us over the Kaituna River, which has 2 river mouths. We're on our way down to one of them. The roads there are wide-ish, empty-ish, and very pleasant with no wind. And back in the 1920s, work was done to dig out channels around here, creating a new outlet for the river to assist with drainage and alleviate flooding in the area. And this is a popular fishing spot. What's that fish called? The answer was lunch. He had several good big ones in his bucket. So this is the river mouth where it goes out to the sea, very pretty spot, and nice to relax for a few minutes before we set off, passing the fishing people on our way to the town of Maketu. Maketu is not a very big town, but it's well known around here for pies. They're popular and good quality meat pies. Chris stands guard at the roundabout here to make sure we all take the correct exit down to the natural or old original river mouth of the Kaituna River. It's been pretty much flat all the way here, and once we've rounded this corner we start a climb. This takes us up to the top of the hill on which Maketu stands, and it's reasonably hard work going up here, unless of course you have an e-bike. That's Des on his, and here comes Cheryl cruising by on hers. By the time we get to the top of the hill and the lookout where there's some good views to be had, the e-bike riders are well rested and the rest of us are ready for a rest. And of course the reward for all that climbing up the hill is the descent. Once we get out into the country we can see round the bends and pick up a decent speed. I get up to 57 k's coming down this hill, and it's really good fun. But once we're back onto the flat, we have to pedal along the road until we get back to Paengora. I must learn how to say that properly one day. The last bit of the road is flat and straight, so we can see the cars in the distance and the wagon, the town's icon, where we started from. Just over the road is the Funky Lizard Cafe, which is going to give us our refreshments before we set off home. It's quite a wacky place inside, but it's got what we need: food in the cabinet and a menu, coffee, tea, plenty of places to sit, and of course the company of all these lovely people. Today I'm getting a ride with Des and Cheryl and Bev, and as the Po Whenua go by, we look down the road and say goodbye. That was a nice ride. See you next time.